Well, welcome back. Terre Haute Mayor Brandon Sakbun joining us now. Always good to see you.
Good seeing you. Thanks for having me.
You are a very busy man. You went to Washington, D.C., what, a week ago? Today or yesterday, or today maybe. Okay. What did you do out there?
So it was a really good trip. You know, it was focused on two main things, really. The first is the 181st. What that Air Guard base does is truly transformational. So we always want to be on the forefront to support them, really help them get expanded mission sets and continue doing what they do, which is protect the United States of America. So it's always a great time to advocate for the United States military. It's something, obviously, I'm very personally tied to. So supporting the troops is a catchy tagline that I think a lot of politicians use, but we were able to go out there and truthfully show that support and push for some policy. Second thing is, when it comes to military defense, there's also private sector economic opportunities. So something that I really try to do is showcase the city of Terre Haute's regional airport.
Okay.
All that has to offer. That should be a hotbed for innovation and economic development. So really trying to get the attention on that and hopefully see some investments down the line. But those D.C. trips, there are back-to-back meeting. Let me tell you, definitely a jam-packed day.
And for people who may not know, the 181st, of course, located out at Regional Airport as well. So that kind of goes hand in hand together.
It is. It's one of those two-for-one style days. And obviously, there's a myriad of different topics and discussions at the federal level right now. So when I'm there, I try to, just stay focused on what we can do to advance the economic growth of the city of Terre Haute.
Yeah, got to keep people employed. All right, there's been a big cleanup project. There's an old factory there at 19th and Beach. How's that going?
Thankfully, it's still going. You know, when the federal government, when they kind of do these pauses or
because this was an EPA hot mess, right?
Yes. Oh, and thankfully, I put an update on the Terre Haute Mayor's Facebook just showing overview drone video of all the work that's been done and the total tonnage already removed. Now, there is a criminal investigation side of this the federal government is handling.
All right.
Once that's complete, of course, the city will try to take ownership of that parcel and then open it up for redevelopment. Now, a lot of people ask me, what do I see there?
Yeah.
Me personally, I'd love to see some market rate housing there, potentially a park, but we'll let the private sector really kind of handle that. My focus now is on cleanup and then possession of the site itself.
And once it is cleaned up, though, it will be safe to use for whatever you all deem for.
And we thank the EPA and the federal government. That was a project that started under the previous president. Thankfully, it is still going on. I really stress to the new administration that this is, quite literally making America great again. If they want to use their catchphrase, that would be this: investing in communities like Terre Haute, Indiana, and West Central Indiana. We should be getting more investments right here in the city of Terre Haute. So we're thankful to bring some of our tax dollars that we send to D.C. back right here to Terre Haute, Indiana.
Well, it was an eyesore, so glad that that's moving along.
Absolutely.
And recently, you've had some mail delays, and that caused the city sewage bills maybe to get delayed or the payments to get delayed. So you're trying to help some residents out who noticed late fees from that.
That was a tough mess. We went back and did an audit. We sent everything on time on our end. And granted, the United States Postal Service is going through a lot right now. They've downsized some things, and I feel for that Indianapolis office because they're working hard up there.
There's been a mess in the hub in Indy.
Yes.
So.
And our local, United States Postal Service employees have done everything they can to get the situation fixed, and I feel for them. They're out there working nonstop, and when those supply chain issues really happen, a lot of people want to point that finger, but I'll say locally here, our postal employees have done an excellent job. What we are doing is we basically checked everyone who had a late fee. Okay. And if you had, not a record of getting late fees the past year, if you normally pay your bills on time, we just went ahead and removed it. That's 2,500 customers.
Oh, wow.
Then I went and worked with the sanitary board and sewage billing and said, hey, look, these are Hoosiers who, this is likely our fault. Let's just go ahead and waive it. If you still see a charge in March and you have some questions, please call 812-244-2343. I did post on the City of Terre Haute, the Facebook page. There's a bunch of links on there. You can check your current bill at any given time. You can pay online. You can enroll into auto pay. So if you have a friend who might not be technological savvy, just sit down with them and help them maybe check their account online so they always have access to that. Even if the mail is slow, you can still check it online even today. So we recognize that some factors are outside of our control. A lot of people ask, hey, why don't we handle this all locally? They had tried to do that in the past. It was not the right economic decision at the time. We are evaluating it, but I doubt that it is the right economic decision today if it was not about 10 years ago.
All righty. So if you've gotten a fee, they should be waived, but if you see it, you have any questions, you can contact.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All righty. And then also the city parks. You guys have been working hard on city parks. Coy Park in particular has a big fundraiser coming up tomorrow. Can you talk about that?
Okay, folks. So if you're looking for dinner plans, I need you to go to A-Zip Pizza anytime tomorrow. Dinner or lunch. There's a QR code on the Terre Haute Mayor's Facebook page. You just show that QR code, that post. They'll scan it, and then they'll make sure that 20% of those before tax sales go towards Coy Park. What we're doing is the Terre Haute Mayor's Youth Council is a great project, creating an accessible playground, a full remodel of Coy Park, and we're doing a number of neighborhood parks investments this year. Collett Park, Booker T. Washington, it got repaired, and we're going to do an addition. Washington Park, Anaconda Park, Hertz Rose Park, Ray Park. I certainly hope people see this theme in the administration, and that's investing in the outdoors, in our youth, in these parks. And of course, we're doing all of this without zero tax increases, using some of the funding that we already have, being creative when we need to, and doing things like crowdsource fundraising, and of course receiving support from the Lilly Foundation like we did with the YMCA project. So a lot going on in our parks, but I need everyone to eat some pizza tomorrow at A-Zip. Okay?
A-Zip Pizza tomorrow. And really a lot of these parks I've not even heard of, and I've been around for a long time because they're just small community parks. So you're really reaching into these neighborhood parks to help them out. Yeah,
you know, kids, they don't play outside as much as they used to. I think it's down to 13, 14 minutes a day. Something we want to do is give these kids every excuse to be outdoors, to skin their knee a little bit, to learn and grow and play, and that's why we've got a strong neighborhood parks plan.
And just quickly, you wanted to mention ridership on the bus service is way up.
Yeah, for another month, we had a huge increase in ridership. We had 18,000 Hoosiers ride the bus in the month of February. That's up from 10,000 in 2024, so continued improvements. Huge shout out to the Terre Haute Transit Department. All the work the bus drivers, the dispatchers do, cannot thank them enough, and we're continuing to see increases. Make sure to ride the bus in the city of Terre Haute.
Because it is free.
It is free.
It is free. Well, still ahead in the next, Mayor, thank you, by the way.
Thank you.